We most enjoyed growing as a team and as friends. The opportunity to work with like-minded STEM-loving people is rare for us, and we adore the opportunity to release nerdiness upon a neighbor and be met with mutual excitement. This unironic enthusiasm draws introverts into social spaces, drives independent workers to admire their partners, and garners the appreciation in the most stubborn of listeners.
Our team had the unique opportunity to interview Mr. Paul Falker, the Deputy Chief of the Flight Operations Division. I witnessed the excitement shared by everyone at NASA, and it inspired me to work at NASA myself. His proudest moment is all 18 years of the ISS mission. Here's a clip.
In FOD, we're going to train you and put you on console in the Mission Control Center, and you're not only going to have to be a world-class expert on whatever it is we're telling you to be in charge of, but you're going to have to communicate crisply in a time-critical environments, under pressure, all this kind of stuff.
We have learned so many new skills that it's almost impossible to narrow down to one. We learned to rely upon each other and our own strengths, but we quickly found out that communication was vital for creating everything on time into the best quality. By dividing and conquering, especially on the PDR, we were able to cover lots and lots of ground in short periods of time. For the future, this helps make any group more efficient, effective, and enjoyable. Well, maybe not enjoyable, but definitely less stressful.
When we first learned about the PDR project, I think stating that we were overwhelmed is an understatement. As a timeline junior, trusting our group to do their part and do it well was a key element. This was a difficult task for many because of our experience with school group projects. Finishing the PDR was an accomplishment and taught us many lessons we will be able to use in our future.
The tool design was created for fixing a cooling system and fitting in tight spaces. We created a multi-purpose tool and called it Pizza, a portable engineering and energy thermal support appliance, since it looked like a slice of pizza. Working together to design and print this tool really showed through our collaboration our ideas can come to life.
The Saturn V was a multi-stage rocket that landed man on the moon more than once. Spanning 360 feet long, this is currently the biggest rocket in the world. At Rocket Park, we got to listen to an original engineer of the Saturn V, Mr. Norman Chafee. Listening to him speak gave us a first-hand account of living history, as he held one of the rockets he designed that was no bigger than a baby, yet cost over $1 million. On Monday night, we visited historic Mission Control, where 9 Gemini missions and all Apollo missions were carried out. Along the wall, we saw NASA's obsession with patches. Each patch represented a mission carried out in that very room. While landing a man on the moon is very tough, all the equipment in that room, from 1969, is by far less powerful than a modern watch. This becomes apparent when you sit down at a seat and you see rotary phones and 2-feet-deep monitors.
The lander was the first project that the entire team worked on together. Each person contributed to its assembly and success. During the competition, our lander, Pi, or Protecting Important Experiments, performed flawlessly as it gracefully floated down. In the end, Pi earned Bravo Team $315 million.
In a series of entertaining videos, 3 engineers showed us why we test in baby steps. Even if your vehicle passes the first steps, it may end up spinning wildly like the Morpheus did on its tether test. They explain how the stars, high-powered lasers, and autonomous systems will eventually land man not on the moon, but on Mars. In Building 9, we saw mock-ups of the ISS right here on Earth. We even got to see the Orion capsule, a project that is a vision into the future and will eventually take us to Mars. The floor was covered in space parts and engineers. Robots big and small hung around the building, quite literally. And that's a wrap for your Big Bang Bravos Haas Week 1.